Okay, guys, let's talk about Bruno Fernandes for once. We hear that Bruno Fernandes is not happy with the role he's playing at Manchester United, and he has not made this known to the coach. These are sources out of Manchester United. Still, I'm talking about this unhappiness on Bruno's camp. Now, Bruno is not unhappy with the manager. Bruno is majorly unhappy with the form of the club, the form of the team, and the role that he's being asked to play in the central midfield area. And this is kind of downsizing what Bruno has given to the club Manchester United. We all know that Bruno has been a fantastic servant. Bruno has carried Manchester United on its back in days where every other person didn't turn up. But what we should understand is this, that with getting Cunha and Mbuemo in the team and a fit Mason Mount would not allow Ruben Amorim to play Bruno Fernandes in that position where he has always blossomed, because now Manchester United need aggression in that upper part of the field, and Mason Mount, what's his name, Brian Mbuemo and Matheus Cunha give Manchester United just that. And when you come to the middle of the park, Ruben Amorim needs somebody who would control the game and who would be able to create from deep within. And this is where Bruno Fernandes comes in. And I'll tell you something, among all players at Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes remained the most intelligent player at Manchester United. And this is why it is very difficult to take out Bruno Fernandes from the Manchester United squad. When you look at Ugarte, Mainu in the middle of the park, it is about two inexperienced, two undeveloped players playing in that position. And for Manchester United, it will be a disaster. When you look Ugarte, Casemiro, you would see that there is this imbalance because Ugarte cannot move the ball. Ugate's decision upward is it's not there. He makes a lot of mistakes taking the ball upward and making decisions in the final third, right? Then when you also look at Casemiro with Mainu might not just be able to provide proper defensive cover for Casemiro. You know, if Casemiro has to go from, because somehow one of the defensive midfielders have to drive the ball forward, while one of the defensive midfielders will be sitting in front of the defenders. But what we see with Ruben Amorim's two-man in the midfield is that both of them oftentimes join the attack, and it leaves a lot of space in behind for the opponents to actually play in. If you saw the last match against Brentford, look at where Mainu was. Look at where the last time defender was, I think, Matthias de Ligt. Then look at the space in between. Mainu loses the ball, and we have three players from Brentford in that space, and they get that goal. So it is very, very important to note that Bruno Fernandes, no matter how we look at him right now, is the most intelligent player that can fit in that position. I don't think we've seen Ugarte, we've seen Mainu, and we think that all of these players in that position have not given Manchester United anything that looks better than what Bruno Fernandes is doing at this time. So in as much as Bruno Fernandes looks like a problem to Manchester United, if you take him out of the game, Manchester United will look dilapidated, because Kobe Mainu and Ugarte, or Kobe Mainu and Casemiro might not just give you that. It might not just work. The balance of the team will be so disconnected that you would understand that this is the best the manager can do for now, and which is why the board and the fans need to be behind the manager so that they can get in a player that give Manchester United that balance in the midfield. Remember, in his last press conference that just ended, he talked about balance, and he also talked about consistency. Yes, because Manchester United players are very, very inconsistent.